Have you guys ever had to replace a fridge? I mean, I know it's silly of me to ask that considering, so your fridges have been taken by me. But I have had a day. I have had a day. Regarding fridges. Starting earlier for you guys, might be on time for me. That's the power of daylight savings. It's Fox time, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? Hello, Anthony. Hello, Godzilla Harris. Hello, Tyrant. Hello, Drew. Hello, Dave. The daylight is being saved. Kinda. Changes to the time zone aside. Okay, so. Saturday. Hour. Freezer stopped working properly. Like it was cold. But it wasn't freezing. So, you know, we called a guy to look at it and he didn't come until today. So, he looks at the fridge. Right. Takes it apart a little, tries to figure out what's going on. And he says to me, because I had the same home today. I had to stay home today. Coarse enough text to speech. He says to me, they have to replace. Like the entire fridge. So. Like 1 hour later he's back with the new fridge. And he says, okay, I need like 15 minutes to get it ready. So I need you to take out everything in the fridge. So I'm like having to go through a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff, also having to throw some things away. Purely either. It was expired and we didn't realize. Or like they weren't kept frozen, so it's probably not even safe anymore. So yeah. Edge got replaced. I don't know if the new one will be working. I hope so. It's going to take some time for it to fully cool down. We're on a walk and pass two teenagers on a bike path and one of them barked at you. I don't understand that interaction. Teenagers. I don't know what else to say other than teenagers. I barely understand teenagers. And I was one of them once upon a time. No, teenagers are weird. If anyone who's watching this happens to be a teenager, just know you're weird. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, that's just how it is. I'm not saying that to be mean or anything. Like we were all teenagers, we are all weird. We all did weird stuff that we look back on now and we kind of cringe at. Some of us still do that today. Me especially. Yeah, teenagers are absolutely gremlins. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how they are. I wouldn't really try to understand it. Not me, I was always normal. Technically weird is normal. There was one more thing I wanted to mention before we started today. Right. Daylight savings. So since Drew mentioned that I'm early today, I'm actually not. Here in the West, known as Florida, we have something called daylight savings and it kicks in for us way sooner than everyone else. So, for me, I'm on dime, right? Like right now it is 709. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. here in Eastern United States, aka Florida. American non-American daylight savings kicks in near the end of the month. Is it just me or is it sooner this year? I don't know. I don't really understand military clocks. Gotta be honest. I am too used to normal times. You know, 7 p.m. Oh yeah, there was one more other thing I wanted to mention. This week is the release week for Monster Hunter Stories 3. Now, thankfully, Capcom did provide the release times for Monster Hunter Stories 3. So I shouldn't have to change the time when we're going to stream it. And after this week, I'm just going to be real with you guys. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is going to take over. Like, I'm really gonna focus down that game. I'm warning you all now. I have been having so much fun with the demo. And from what I'm hearing from the reviews of the full game, it just gets so much better as it goes on. And thankfully all the reviews that I've listened to did confirm that if you are new to the games, you can absolutely start with Monster Hunter Stories 3. You don't even need to be a Monster Hunter fan. Basically the 24-hour clock, you just do 12 plus whatever time. I know I am just, but my brain don't like it. Brain. Do not like. Okay, let's actually switch over to the video game. Okay, so today's build. It's going to be a little different. Because literally Virgil. I did not do this intentionally. But it kind of turned out this way. I have created a build that is eerily close to playing as Virgil in Devil May Cry. So I've become motivated, yes. This build is also different for me because I don't really use Bahamut. Look, out of all the styles in the game, I would say Bahamut is my least use. I would say my most used are Phoenix and Odin actually. I don't think I ever showed what Odin does. So I just want to give a very brief demonstration of what this style is like. So basically, I would consider this style like the deny the enemy any action style. Basically, we just never want the enemy to do anything. Because why would we want that? That would be stupid. The only downside is that I don't know if it's going to be very good against regular enemy fights. Look at that. Look at how busted that is. Seems more of a boss fight build. It really is. It does kinda work against enemies. But I'd have to really try it out. There are tools for dealing with, normal enemies at least. But yeah, it is more geared towards fighting bosses.
Jill looked white as a sheet when you put it back.
But that little interaction with Mega Flare, he's something I discovered today. Where when you use the maximum level Judgment Cut or Judgment Cut End, it just deletes. It pauses. The raining down like projectiles. And once it's over, they all hit at the same time. It's incredibly broken. You'll love this game. I do too. I keep saying it myself. I am learning a lot of things, even now, as I continue to play this. Well, hello. I'll read that some other time. I won't worry about it right now. For now, we have story to do.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Well, yeah, because they're the best boy. He got a cool transformation last time. Well, we'll figure out. More about that in a moment. We got a side quest to do. The skill ceiling is so high nobody will ever reach it. Only the dev team knows all the little stupid things that work. Honestly, I don't. I don't think even they know. Like there's just a lot of tech in this game.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden. In order
What did
to
you
go
miss?
undetected.
Me showing off the
may be
new build.
dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Got it. Bright blue blossoms, everyone remember that. With how much you enjoy making your own combos, you think I should play Neo. Funny you mentioned that. Because I have played Stranger of Paradise, which is made by the same developers. I might actually stream that someday. That's a game I actually really enjoy.
Run like the wind.
The story of it is stupid, but it's also really fun.
The river was easy enough to
Like a
find.
really fun kind of
Now
stupid.
for those herbs.
And the game plays. Honestly, you're really good too. Yes, chaos. Where's chaos? Oh god, you guys are going to be quoting the game now. Sorry, I had to utterly annihilate. Stranger of Paradise you think is actually canon to the Final Fantasy I storyline. From what I understand. The director didn't really confirm or deny that.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right
They
one.
kind of just said, well, if you want to view it as canon, you can.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Like I said, this is the Virgil build.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicists like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until
That
a
might be why
resupply
they
of
actually get their
intelligence was
brands
found.
removed, because it poses a major
Procedure was
risk.
even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other curse breakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
I think it's implied that Clive didn't take any of the painkillers. So every moment of that.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her back.
He did it entirely naturally. Yup. I can't even imagine what that felt like. Maybe one day they'll figure out how to magic the ink out. Don't think they can do that. I mean, I could be wrong, but pretty sure that's not possible. Interesting to think about how Stranger of Paradise and Final Fantasy XVI influenced each other. I wouldn't say they had too much influence on each other, but they did have similar ideas. Also, yeah, it is funny how Garland is Jack. Okay. This was years ago. But you know how, like, every nameless protagonist like, say for Dark Souls you have John Dark Souls. How, like, everyone would give a final, not Final Fantasy protagonist like whatever nameless protagonist, like AJ name like John or what have you, as a joke, like to friends. I called the original Warrior of Light, Jack Final Fantasy. And then lo and behold, found out a Stranger of Paradise exists. And that the protagonist is called Jack. That's the power of precognition. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. You guys have known. You guys have no idea how many times I joke about something. It happens to be true. You guys know the meme about Apollo and the gift of prophecy. Hitting people when they're making jokes. That's me. That's every time I make a joke. Oracle powers. No, don't call them that.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Don't call them that. I don't have oracle powers. Watch the Warrior of Light's name as Walter. I'm Walter Warrior. Oh, see you later, Anthony. Just remember to stay foxy. Or else. If we ever play Final Fantasy 1. And, I choose the warrior in our starting party. I'm gonna name him Walter now. You can't stop me. I hope you guys hold me to it.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly add weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics.
Okay, as funny as that would be, Drew. There's a very strict character limit. So, it'll just have to be Walter.
Was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
He's such a good boy.
And regardless
He gets a
of
devil
original
trigger too.
concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
All right, get your jokes out now, everyone.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you
What
wait.
jokes?
I'll make wonders like this
You know
world's
what
never
Tom said.
seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
I mean about her too, if you want, but
Now that that's settled,
no,
wonder if
we
Vivian's
love
made any
mid.
progress tracking down Kupka.
Are there any?
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
You weren't listening, you were adjusting your build. You're building what? In Final Fantasy XVI.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What?
You're just going to stand there,
That'd
buddy.
be a problem.
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
It's Byron.
For your trouble.
He's here.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Oh, he's finally a part of the cause.
The Dalmekian government...
Your favorite
sues for
uncle is here.
peace. How shall we respond?
Dion.
If they're willing
Span
to
a hard
accept their
minute
fault
since
in
we've
the
seen.
matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
He didn't do anything though.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's
I hate
fire
her.
could
I hate her
witness
so
them in
much.
moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance.
Sir,
were Prince
that's kind of
Dion
evil.
To take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
Oh.
And what of your subjects?
Why is my camera acting up?
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Okay, it's working as it should now.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns,
Sir, that's
another
very
can be
evil.
built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Oh,
Yes,
Dion doesn't
sir.
look too happy. Hey look, it's the poisonous flower that he just sniffs for some reason. Maybe I don't know.
But sire, do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Hello,
If that is
Toby.
your wish,
How's it
Your
going?
Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Where's my jacket? Listen, I had a day. I don't feel like wearing my jacket.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Yeah, maybe because you're kinda acting like a jerk.
So Annabella's tales were true.
He was marked for death with that flower. Don't get why he sniffs it. Why does he do that? He's the only character who does. Take this potato. Thank you. I will. I will make French fries with it. You like my glasses? Thank you. They help my eyes calibrate in the morning.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, I'm still wearing my glasses. Whatever. It's not like it's bad for me to wear them all day. Yes, that's how we will defeat Hugo, by arm wrestling in. Well, I think he might need a hand with that. I don't know if it has like those sorts of properties. I think it only has the poisonous properties from the roots. Or, I don't know, maybe he just really likes the smell.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith.
Quote UN, quote Young.
I was, aye.
Then I
Yeah,
have questions
yeah.
for you.
Didn't they say?
Come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
They just leave him.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
Let Gav
I
take
think
1,000.
With this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports
Yeah,
of the
he deserves
Royalists'
it.
movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Okay, but why would they want that is the thing.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited
Like
them
last I checked, the Republic and the Kingdom weren't
Now I
allies.
think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me
Thank
a moment
you,
to make
Uncle.
ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
We also have to make sure Gav isn't totally losing his mind.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
You okay, buddy?
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one.
I don't think he's seen this much money in his entire life.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid Might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle?
A jolly road trip with Uncle
I mean,
B.
he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can
Hey
count on
Gav,
us.
this is YouTube. You can't say that. I swear some people. That no respect. Or if you're live streaming on YouTube.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
He's very happy about what's happening. Which, to be fair, I don't think he's really gotten to spend time with Clive. Doing much at all.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Okay, so this is actually the largest area in the entire game. As in this entire zone. I believe is the largest area in the game.
Our destination lies over
I really don't know why it is with this development team and deserts.
Welcome well, Clive.
They really like
Too
deserts.
easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Is there a third style I really like? I guess I would say Phoenix or Ultima. Either one of those two, but for the
Years ago,
sake of utility,
you and
I would
rode
say
this
Phoenix
way
is better.
together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Straight home now.
Clive is just you know what? I'm not going to acknowledge that. Yeah, one build actually did.
Come on.
I refuse to reminisce, older man. One build I actually did for a long time was Phoenix, Ultima, and Odin. Which in hindsight, the way I was playing that build was extremely wrong. Oh yeah, one thing I actually forgot to mention. Since you mentioned like doing your own builds, I highly recommend 2 things. And this is from the video guide that I shared a while back. At the bare minimum, you want one ability that's like as a short cooldown, easy to throw out and what have you. And you want some kind of counter ability.
You deserve a rest.
That can be like, you know, what do you call? That can be the different hairy things. Or it could be things like Shiva, or Behemoth, or Titan. At the bare minimum you would want at least one of those. Everything else is kind of up to you. Oh, and if you really want to have in ultimate, like the big laser, you really only want to have one. Because, like, yeah, the ultimates are cool. And they're strong. But, the cooldowns on them are incredibly long. And frankly, they're actually not as strong as the other abilities. Hold on. No, we're good. I thought my camera was acting up. You forgot you have the DLC weapons and armor and kind of refused to take them off. You'll eventually get better variants of them. But yeah, the DLC equipment is way better than what's in the base game. Byron, are you getting him? Yeah, you go, Byron. Come on, get him. Oh, never mind.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, the old cook has finally made
Hey, I'm gonna stop messing around. Let's actually progress. Huh. Hello. How? I think she wanted to assert dominance on all the travelers. She's just like, look at me. I am so much cooler than all of you.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt
Evil
about it.
birds.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
How could they? He's the best boy. Israelites, your new game plus doesn't have Ultima. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I had a similar issue. Back when the DLC came out. Also, I kind of wish we had an outfit where we keep the hood up. Because that looks so good.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Look who it is.
Your Grace.
Hey baby bro, can you cough a bit louder?
Well enough to travel.
So,
If you would only let me take you to
can,
someone who can better attend to your ills.
we can meet again.
No.
It's Joshua's girlfriend.
Prince Dion has
I think you
returned to
mean his
camp
wife.
and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
You know, they never explain why he changed his outfit. Because he was rocking the robe before, right? Hope our uncle can keep his mouth shut during an important mission. How's it going, Red?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down.
Uncle.
Us. We've a long way to go.
No.
Hey, you.
Oh.
Uncle?
Sorry.
So our uncle might have screwed up. And yeah, Joshua is in the same tavern, but we don't know it.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Byron has his priorities straight.
I'm afraid we don't have a
If they're
moment to
just like,
lose.
huh?
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Anyway.
Try it.
Hey, you guys don't mind if I have the same powers as your leader, right?
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You're finished. You.
I really hope I didn't hit anyone else with that.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's just like, yeah, please leave. He's still snacking. I love Byron, I love him so much.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Don't push away your wife like that. Joshua, have some respect.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Don't mind us, everyone. Just. Hey, I thought dogs weren't allowed.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
You know, as much as Uncle Byron screwed up, I feel he did, ultimately, save us some trouble. So we don't have to deal with those guys later.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've
Clearly.
got a reason to.
It's this guy
Whatever
right
the
here.
Emergency is they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Clearly he's in charge of the town. I mean, look at him.
Good day, my lord. My thanks.
I do need this.
Here you
I
are.
do need that accessory.
An excellent choice.
And some potions. Alright, thank you.
Light it for Gilbert's sake!
You there. Man, staring at a bunch of pots. Do you happen to know who runs the town?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Alright. So we got a solid lead on where to start looking. But what I thought the other stuff. The other guy we had to talk to was over there. But okay,
What do you
sure.
want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
one more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Byron, you blew our cover. I'm not sure if you have a right to say that.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you?
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness out your door.
I'm just gonna let you know it's a bait and switch.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
You know what? Because I respect you guys. You get one hit. Maybe two. Alright, my turn. Alright, goodbye. In training mode, testing it without limit break and if you can actually do anything. Kinda cooking. Okay. I highly recommend using limit break anyway for 2 reasons. Actually 3. 1. It can cancel any action. 2. The first hit of the limit break combo It has a lot of forward momentum. Very good for gap closing. N3. The lunge. Or, I guess, the stinger. When you use limit break is very good for pairing. Close enough text to speech.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Rare indeed, my lord.
Nightlife.
A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Right now you're doing low numbers of like 41,000. You'll get there. Don't worry.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Okay, rude.
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
Look at this guy.
Any passage through the south
China
gate?
looks like Aladdin. Doesn't he?
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what
Okay.
do you want?
Thank you,
Tell me
sir.
you're gonna listen to this.
Can we get on with this?
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
It's a tall order.
Trouble! If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals.
901k without proper accessories. That's actually really good.
Easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing
I think they're
trouble
getting
in
along
Dalamil.
great. Personally, I kinda aim for, at minimum,
Why is the tavern shut?
130,000. Or like around there. Mind you, that's with a boss enemy, right? For normal squishy eyes. I don't really have like a set, I guess, amount I try to go for. I kind of just go for feel when it's against normal enemies.
Been trouble with crystals of late.
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. A question is, why would they want all those crystals?
The juiciest meat
to a silken softness.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Ever so helpful.
If they pay anything like last time.
Man, I so loved people here. They are the nicest. Kindest. Willing to talk. People.
Do you have a moment?
Ever.
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Alright, so far we have learned that people are stealing crystals. We have also learned that, Unless we're a soldier, people hate us, I guess.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to
Welcome
an
back,
agreement,
Drew.
but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Wait, there's a doggy. There's a doggy right there. Hello. My doggy is better though, look at him. Look at how fluffy he is. Watch as I scratch his invisible chin.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner
Byron.
of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Byron.
Of course.
What did you mean that was a second-rate specimen? Worth only 500,000. Do you realize how much money that is? I think his sense of worth is a little skewed.
Crashing and banging about before.
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right, let's a ride. We got shady business deals too. To interrupt. Uncle had some business, he's fine. Is this the business, Uncle? Hello. How's it going? How's it going, Mr. Scorpion?
Let's go.
Could almost buy a house with 500k. Like Byron. Actually, that makes you wonder. That's what a second-rate one is worth. What's a first-rate specimen? Like 2 million. Also keep in mind this is in like yen, I think. So 2 million would be like Actually, I'm not sure what the conversion is. Let me say something.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, that's actually not a lot.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
They're using yen in fantasy England.
You've brought your...
Well, don't you notice that? Everything is only ever in the hundreds.
Scraped together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
Wish we had 6
now that
accessory
our price
slots.
has been met.
Yeah, I can kind of feel that sometimes, but
What brings you here? Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course.
I do feel like having moral limits allows for more creativity.
Entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
he went with cooldowns.
Did you get all
Yeah,
that?
that's fair.
They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here
Hello,
to do business.
I'm here to style on all of you.
Kill them both!
Well, you can certainly try. Sir, could you get down here? Okay, goodbye, sir.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
There should be a big enemy at some point. Pretty sure. There's a few mages though. Let me deal with them. Where is the big guy? Seriously. Nothing. Alright. I guess that's it. I'm a little disappointed. I thought there would be more.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your
Hey,
uncle's
how come I'm not getting any praise?
transaction.
I was the one doing all the actual work.
Venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
It's always funny, the contrast of the characters, movement inside quests and the motion capture and the maintenance story. If you like a lot of games, do that, don't they?
Clive.
Like you have the basic rudimentary animated cutscenes. And then high budget.
I suppose it could have been worse. Well,
The high budget.
Clive, you held up
A lot
your
of
end
effort
the
put in.
bargain, so I must do the same.
Cutscenes.
Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
We're eating cooked chocobo for breakfast.
And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Gym badge. Is it time for a gym badge?
Any friend of mine
Yeah,
who sees
I
you
love
with it
these
shall be a
things.
friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back
Where
to
do you
your
think
people.
Clive puts these?
Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Do you think he puts them right above his chest? They should have them appear in game.
I'm trusting you, Sid.
Make Clive look like a Boy
Or should I
Scout.
say Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish
Would
you a safe
Chocobo
journey
taste
south.
like turkey?
Thank you.
Probably.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Which means I would probably hate it.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Oh no. Oh no, we have side quests.
I've never even forged a butter knife before.
I'm so sorry, everyone. How many do we have? Oh, it's just 2. That's not that bad. I don't know if these ones go away after we do the next stage, so we're going to do them now.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I totally
Ask. It was
totally
that or
do.
Pack my bags.
Never mind what I just said. I absolutely know what he's looking for.
Has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle
You
to
what?
keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty
What?
of folk
You mean you
down
never
here
made a
who
knife
use
before?
knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Oh, my camera is acting up. Are we good?
Is it true what I'm hearing?
I don't know why something always decides to break.
Fragrant herbs and fresh bread warm from the...
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
One moment, everyone. I will be right back.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste. Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Okay, I'm back. Something felt off. About my water. So I decided to switch it out. Or some juice instead.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
I would have boiled it like made some tea, but I don't really have time for that. Yeah, like I said with ultimate moves before. You at most want one. But, me personally, I kind of prefer not really using them. They have their place. And that's mainly when the enemy is staggered.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelles.
But apart from that,
Open the gate.
I don't really use them myself.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the deed. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Are we doing this?
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics! Fresh from the...
Why do we have to go on this errand for him? Look, I'm all for doing the side quests in this game. This one feels a little unnecessary.
How'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
Okay,
Someone who knows their
so
metals, perhaps?
what if we just
The
ask
other
Blackthorn?
apprentice is no better than to help me with my test.
Wouldn't he be able to help?
But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Is it Karen? Please tell me it's Karen. It would be so funny if it is. The only ultimates you ever used are Aerial Blast and Diamond Dust. Oh, I actually don't really use those ones regularly. Well, again, I don't really use the ultimates much in general. Personally, I would say. Try to figure out if you can make a build that doesn't really need an ultimate. I can't go that way, okay? Blackthorn most likely.
That'll do, girl.
No, he's too busy with his own stuff. He doesn't. He wouldn't want to bother anyone else.
Fly, Ambrosia.
But yeah, one thing that I don't think a lot of people actually realize about this game. The ultimate abilities are kind of the worst. When it comes to playing not only stylishly but also efficiently. Like their cooldowns are extremely long. And while the damage they do is good, it's the time between each cast that really hurts them. It's Jane Lee. So much better to use. Basically everything else. But again, ultimates do have their place. Particularly when the enemy is already knocked down. If not Karen, that makes me sad. What's the point?
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
Yeah, they're kind of better off as finishers. That's a good way to put it.
Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush up?
How much you want to bet? That's not actually what he's looking for. Like it turns out we just did all of this for nothing and he loses his job anyway. That would be evil. Honestly, I feel like that's something that would happen in a near game.
Is it true?
If you guys have ever played those games.
Yes, they're quite sort of.
I'm not wishing that on him.
Lights and pots! Hanging lanterns! Keep the
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
It's a setup.
Drake's Fang
I can't
should
believe
be just
this.
beyond these
He would
bricks.
betray us.
Shall we?
Actually, no, I could. I could really believe that.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs. I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
True, true.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant boat,
Well,
she's
we'll
got
see if he's
quite a
lying
gift
soon
teaching
enough.
that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy. Heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you
I
that
was
little
joking.
trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master.
Yeah, he's picky.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge
That
of
you
your own in
did,
no time.
that you did. I hope to never talk to you again.
I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I hate this quest for that reason though. I'd ask who it's for. Okay. I understand his point, right? Because everyone would have different needs. But why couldn't you have been straight with your apprentice? Just be like, listen. What do you think a chef would want from a knife?
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Can you point out the massive difference between the start of the game, Clive, and mid-game? Oh yeah, start of the game, he was brooding. He was not very happy. And it's very understandable why. But after he faced his, I guess, shadow, he changed a lot. Especially now that we see him running his own hideaway.
Toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed.
Okay.
Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go
Okay.
take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Okay, calm down. I got the picture. He didn't even specify that it was. That wasn't for any of them, but all of them.
We should get going soon.
I wonder. I wonder if he said that just to see what he could come up with. Like to see if there would be any real progress at all. I think we found the issue.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on.
I don't like dealing with bombs. They're kind of one of my least favorite enemy types in this game. It is purely because they're a light enemy, right? But they also don't really stagger that much.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Why are there so many of them? And I have a solution. Oh, hello. Why is there another one? Hello. Where did you even come from? Hey, Byron, are you doing all right over there? They're not made to this type of game. Kinda.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
There he is. The man who saved... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now,
is he watching us?
Tell me this.
Probably.
What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Yeah, I am using a glamour on my weapon. Purely because you guys asked for this one specifically.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Imagine we never helped him. Would there be any consequences for that?
Hanging lanterns, kick it off.
We should get going soon.
Why is he smirking like that? I don't know, and I don't like it.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on.
You just plain don't like this zone. I think that's fair. Well, don't worry, we'll be out of it soon. Glamour. In the case in this game. Just layers over our current equipment.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals.
Yeah, Byron really shouldn't beat himself up over this.
Though every soul in the realm
I think what matters is that he's helping us now.
I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Such a good boy.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Alright, coming up is generally one of my favorite stages in the entire game. Like it gets really good here.
Why do they start?
Hey Hugo, this is YouTube. You can't say that.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you.
Hey look, the horse is here.
I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed at the battle?
That table didn't deserve what it got.
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong
Seems
enough,
like Hugo needs a hand.
and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like
This is just creepy.
Harmon. She too drank of the ether
Honey,
and
I don't like the
gained
way
a
that he
power
pet his head.
beyond human understanding.
This is a weird horse, you guys.
Benedict. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Hey, who are those cool guys behind you? That totally aren't servants of Ultima or anything. Hello, sir.
Orcs.
Yeah, this is our first time properly meeting the orcs.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Hey, so, eat people. Which I think that's enough reason to destroy them.
Were the beastmen part of the world?
Find it weird how he actually fell in love with Benedicta, yet she fell in love with arguably the craziest dude in the cast. But we'll eventually get to Barnabas. Yeah. Eradicate. Butter knife through butter. You know, imagine waking up one day and noticing the word fodder over your head. Okay, bravery is something we want to look out for. Because essentially that means they'll no longer stagger to our attacks for a limited amount of time. I would say try to hold off on spoilers.
So much for the men of the Rogue.
Since we do have people here who haven't seen the story yet. Like if it's related to everything that we've already been through. That's fine, you know. Goodbye. They probably really exist. That's totally what I wanted to say. They probably regret existing right now. Okay. You die. Okay, where are we headed from here? I think we just go straight. That the layout of this place is really simple from what I recall. I think only like one part of it is kind of confusing. Shock.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Hello, sir. I see you have the high ground. So much good the high ground did him. Did you underestimate our power? Uh-oh. Big guy.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
Like I said, this is the deny action build. Nothing is allowed to do anything. Okay, times that. Very poorly. Times that very poorly. I can't see what's happening right now. Didn't even stand a chance.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
How old is Hugo? I never actually thought about that. Hello, Mr. Horse.
Trial begin.
Oh, here is a fun enemy. Oh, you can only dodge that once. Thought it was continuous. Probably in his 40s. Yeah, I can picture that. Okay. I don't know why I thought parrying that was something I could do. Yeah, he has a belly laser. Okay, that persists. Okay, can't dodge that one with the bunny wings. Oh, you can parry that. Just really need to time it right. Easy.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Oh, it's you guys. Hey. How's it going, you? You guys. Whatever you are.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Oh. Another eyeball guy. That's extremely funny. That is just a really funny way. To delete enemies. Honestly,
First orcs.
I kind of feel like that encounter is harder in normal mode. Because you also have the little specter guys. That are like throwing out magic.
This would be easy.
Speaking of magic. Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm getting stun locked. This is ever so slightly unfair. Goodbye, Stinky.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
We have to avenge the table.
The heart.
Also a thought, why would you want to live underground?
I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Like, why would you willingly do that?
Just what I needed.
Okay, here are the Spectre guys. You typically want to deal with them first. Since they are a pain to deal with them healing everything. No, no bravery. No one here is brave. Bravery is not allowed. Can you target the Spectre? Thank you.
That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love.
Oh hey wait, this is YouTube. I don't think we can show that.
What's wrong with him?
I don't think Hugo is doing so well. This is YouTube, you can't show that.
You get away from her! Benedicta!
Okay, this is getting uncomfortable.
Oh shit, he's priming.
No, not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
He said the thing. He said the thing. Pancham. Crap. One of the best fights in the game. Yep, here it comes. Well, you gotta hand it to him. He's pretty handsy. Yeah, frankly, fighting as the big dinosaur is a lot simpler compared to fighting normally. But that's not to say there isn't anything to learn.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Not sure how that hurts. But whatever. Sir, did you just kick me? Okay, I'm not doing well right now. Okay, yes, I get it. I get it, sir. There we go, we beat Titan. What an easy fight. Hey, wait. What are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? Maybe get some of that crystal too.
Help me.
We're gonna need to become a bigger dinosaur.
I'm coming, Kuka!
Want to ask you guys. What other video game out there lets you play as a dinosaur? Running up the arms of a giant rockman. No other game does this. God of War 3 if you pretend Kratos is a dinosaur. I mean, that works too, yeah. Dino Climber Revolution, is that an actual game? You guys are making things up. I can't trust you guys now. Okay, that was wasted. It's totally real. Sure. Sure it is. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's working. Come on, is that all you can do? I am so locked in right now. Hey, Hugo. You ready to lose both of your hands again? Imagine being scratched to death by something the size of ants. Never mind that, imagine losing both your arms to something the size of an ant. Someone wants to lose their hands 1/3 time. Alright, this is where it actually starts getting hard. You died here once. Yeah. I don't blame you. There's a lot happening. Hey, you missed. That was a pretty hands-on fight. I'm so sorry. Absolute cinema. I don't like that scream. Oh Jesus, nose is bleeding.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this
Hey
purpose,
you stay
and
away.
You shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Good talk, Ultima. I really appreciate it. You remember thinking they wouldn't top this fight when you first beat him. Oh hey, it's the horse.
Command the power of ether by drowning in its flood. Then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Is this really the place to be waxing poetic?
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
What are you up to, Dion?
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its
Rude.
ruin.
Yeah, she's just trying to help.
For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Seems like everyone in our eared royal family has a special someone. YouTube buffers the moment they kiss.
And maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault. Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
He is not having a good day.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance Ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Okay, I'm going to blow everyone's minds in a moment. So consider this. Right. Clive is the son of Elwyn. His mother, I believe, was a concubine. And Joshua is also the son of Elwyn. But his mother was Annabella, making Annabella Clive's stepmom. Now, Annabella married into the imperial royal family, and is thus the stepmom of Prince Dion. Also, Oliver, or whatever his name is in there, but we don't care about him. Doesn't this technically make Dion our brother? It's a family drama. Oh. Yep, that's what's always been. We've cracked the code. Alright, but with that we are gonna have to end things here. Oh yeah, she's not his biological mom at all. But before we go, as a reminder, this week is weird. Does Monster Hunter Stories 3 is releasing this week. So on Wednesday, we will be continuing Metaphor. And on Friday, we will be playing the full game of Monster Hunter Stories 3. Wait, since when did I have this? Anyway, so. But that said, thank you all for joining me today. And as always, stay foxy. Alright, goodbye everybody, goodbye. Make sure your fridge is working correctly.